Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Brad.
And we're from Linkin Park.
And you're logged on to CD Now.
My first concert experience was one of the things that inspired me the most to do music, and that was the Killer Bees show I saw, which was Anthrax with Public Enemy. And obviously that's the type of music that, or the blend of music that I've been interested in and kind of perform in the band, so that was really influential.
I got my first guitar about 11 years ago. I was probably in 6th grade at that point, and got inspired to try to grow long hair, because that was the era in which, you know, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, all those bands were really at their height. And my hair doesn't grow long, really. It kind of grows outward. So I tried to straighten it with a hair dryer, and wound up trying to chemically straighten it, and then it died, and now I'm left with just the bare minimum.
Actually, he didn't even, I remember what Brad looked like, and it wasn't like your typical hair, like long hair look from that time period. He really had a mullet, pretty much.
I had a mullet, and
yeah,
that's inspired me to overcompensate ever since.
Yeah. I did time in art school, and it was rough, but it's because that's the type of thing. In general, I went to Art Center in Pasadena, and a school like that is just, I mean, it's really rough. It's more than 10 hours of work. I mean, you're in school, you're in class for 8 hours a day, and then you've got 8 hours of homework, and it's crazy. So that was actually that was a good exercise in you know, doing something creative but working hard at it and keeping your focus on your goals and being able to take criticism. Because when for example, in the same way that we'll make a song together and then have to we'll write a part and have to show it to the band and say, what do you think? I learned that at school. Like, I'd have to paint a piece, and I'd have to take it to class in front of 30 people and put it on the board and step away from it and let them look at it and let them tear it apart. And if I agreed with them, then, you know, great. If I got really uncomfortable, then they're probably right, and I was just not okay with that. When it comes to the lyrics, we totally work on them together, and in general, we just try and present something that's honest and you know, emotional, without being too like over descriptive or something. We don't want to like hit you over the head with some story and lay it out all, you know, word for word. It's like we just want to give you a starting point and let you take what you can from that and relate your own experience to that and find the emotion in that way. In general, I mean, we just sit down together and try and write something that's cohesive, you know. I mean, yeah, we've got two vocalists, but we don't want to have two points of view. We want to keep it simple. Let me explain it this way. We were in the studio working on lyrics for a very long time, and it just some days got to be really long and frustrating, and that song was written at the end of one of those periods of time where we were just extremely frustrated with writing. We were extremely frustrated with a lot of things going on in our personal lives, so we just like let it all out.
I'm obsessed with song structure and form and the way that a song flows together, and I'm most interested, probably even as much as I'm in writing guitar parts, in the overall structure of the song and making sure that it's as tightly written and as fun to listen to as possible. Besides making each song succinct and tightly woven, we really wanted to craft an album, because if you notice, the album isn't super long. We wanted to create an album that from start to finish holds your attention and grabs you.
Originally, when we came up with the name, when the band was called Hybrid Theory, our idea was because we're bringing musical styles together. But now we've kind of grown out of that definition. Like we want to put so many things together, and that's not even our focus anymore. It's just like that's kind of second nature at this point. The thing that we're focusing on is putting together like these different emotions. Like our album cover kind of sums that up. With this, we have a soldier with these like dragonfly wings, these really nice, like delicate, beautiful wings, and this like rugged spray paint stencil soldier. And so in our case, I guess the hybrid would be like the heavy music and like really emotional, introspective stuff put together.
No, when we were deciding where to go, we chose to go with a company that really believed in what we were doing, and that's something that's more encouraging than it is pressuring. We write music that is meaningful to us and that's honest, and this is what we're doing with our lives. Like, if I weren't passionate about this, I'd do something else that I were passionate about, you know. So what we're doing is totally sincere, and we hope that, you know, a lot of people will be into it, and we'll get something out of the music we're making. That's why we're in a band and we're performing live, is because it's a communication and it's a two-way process.